Alright guys, we'll pick up where we left off. Number 22. And what worksheet are we in? We're in the sales data worksheet. So we always want to make sure we're in the correct worksheet when we pick up work again. And it wants us to use the average function. Marcus is laughing because he's listening to me record this, and he's never actually gone to my YouTube station. So maybe now he'll actually go visit it. So we're going to use a function to display the average of each column, cell range C14 through F14, and then C28 through F28. So here's 14, C14. We're going to do the average function for this column first, and then we can autofill it across. So we're going to go to formulas, average, and it automatically calculates it. If you want to make sure that it's got the right cells, it wants it for this column. So it wants 5 through 13, which it does. Alright. And then we can autofill it across all the way through F. And it wants 0 decimal places. So now we can come to home, and here's our decimal places. Increase decimal, decrease. We want to decrease our decimals to 0. So there we go. No, we don't have any decimal places. Wants to do the same thing for this table. Formulas, average, and then autofill across. We gotta get it to 0 decimal places again. And there we go. 22 is done. 23. Define named range, D5 through D13. So I'm going to type it in up here, D5 through D13. And it wants us to call this seasonal. So I'm going to go to my data, not my data, my formulas, and we're going to define the name. And we're going to call it seasonal. Click OK. 23 is done. 24, it wants us to use this named range now. And it wants us to use the count blank function in cell D15. So this is the D column. You can check it by up here in the name box. It says D15. We're going to use the count function, count blank function. I'm going to type it in. Click go. And there it is. We can click OK now. And what's the range that it wants? It's going to guess D5 through D13. We can always double check it. It wants it for this column. So you can highlight it and open it up. Click OK. 24 is done. Notice when we go to 25, we're going to a new worksheet, Powerboats. Number 25, it wants us to make a table. Cell range A2 through D10, so A2 through D10. Table style medium 3. So we're going to go to home. Format as a table. We want to go to the medium section, and we want table style medium 3. It says include headers, so we're going to make sure that is checked off. It is. Click OK. Format numbers 26. Change the number formatting. So column C and column D. So I'm just going to highlight column C and column D. And here's our number section. It wants the $ English United States, which is the first option. And notice how there's hashtags there. That just means the cell's not wide enough to contain everything that's in there. But number 27 is going to have us change that. So it wants us to add a new row between rows 1 and 2. So whenever we add a new row, it's either going to add it above or to the left of whatever we have highlighted. So we can right click and say insert, and there we go. It wants us to resize row 1 to 105. So I'm going to right click on row 1, row height 105. Click OK. And then columns B, C, and D, it wants us to auto fit the contents. So the way we auto fit the contents is in between the letters of the columns, there's a line. And when you put your cursor over it, it changes it to arrows going left and right. Well, when you double click it when it's like that, it auto fits all the cells that are highlighted, all the columns that are highlighted to their content. So 27 is done. 28. Insert a photo in cell A1. So we click on A1, insert a photo. So we know we're going to go to Insert Pictures. And it wants the PWCs. So I'm going to go to Documents, GMetrix Templates folder. And it wants the PWC picture, which is right there. Here's our picture. It's really large. It wants us to resize it. So it wants the height to be 1.68 and the width to be 4.9. And then it wants us to format an image. It wants the picture style to be soft edge oval. So we know that's up in our special picture tools format, picture styles. And we're looking for an oval. There it is, soft edge. 28 is done. And you know, now we're done with this worksheet. We're going to go to the Toys and Accessories worksheet. And I'm going to start a new video for the Toys and Accessories worksheet and the final steps. So make sure everything should be done from sales data and the Powerboat and PWC's worksheets at this point. All right.